Hello people, welcome to my video. Today I'm going to show you how to do your job correctly as a waitress waiter at Tsunami Sushi. What your job is, basically. Okay, let's get right into it. So first you want to get changed into your waitress costume. This uniform is mandatory when working at TS and can be found and bought from the group store. Once it's changed, you may reset, and there you go. Now we are in uniform. Now we can start working. Alright, now let's begin at the lobby. So, the first required job/duty I will be showing you is to greet customers at the lobby. Examples of what you can say are, "Welcome to Tsunami Sushi," "Welcome to the lobby," or "Hey, do you have any questions I can answer for you?" Just go around and talk to as many people as possible. Now, another duty that you have as a waiter is something that will take place at the kitchen. Find the refrigerator. Now, what you want to do is stack up on some drinks. Click a few of them, get them in your inventory, because now we're going to be offering refills. Now go around and search for any tables that you think are in need of your assistance. First of all, you want to ask politely if they would like a refill. Like this. You want to be polite. You don't just want to hand the drink right away. You want to ask the customer, would they like a refill on their tea, right? Because look at their table, they have a green tea and a teacup. But if there was a water filter and a water cup, you would refill with water. If they do not answer, you can always assume that they wanted the drink, because it is the polite thing to do and you do not want to get demoted. Now, a third duty/job task you have is to go around inspecting the restaurant and watch out for any trollers. Here is an example of a disturbance/troller. This guest is not allowed to sit at this table since she has no waitress, waiter, servant, anything serving her. Here's something to note. Notice that their name says guest and not customer. Customers are members of the group, which means they are to be more respected and prioritized over guests. One privilege customers have is that they can sit at tables without servants. This is a guest and has no servant. She is not allowed to, so we may ask her to leave. But as you are a waiter, you are still obligated to do your job and ask for refills. One thing that a lot of waiters miss is manipulation. A lot of trolls will pretend to be kind and act unaware and dumb to avoid getting caught and in trouble. This supposedly innocent girl is actually a 12-year-old man behind the screen trolling. Note that as a waitress/waiter, you are supposed to check people's ages to avoid trolling, and there should be a button on the left of your screen to do so. No other ranks have this button because it is not their job. So the kitchen is going to be like your home base, by the way. The waitresses and waiters should always be at the kitchen. Once a customer is done eating, their server will let the waiter take over to deal with the payment process. You should have a notifications bar to the right that lets you know when a server is done taking care of their customer and is in need of a payment processing. Locate the table's destination and now ask who will be paying. If you are confused on how to give an item, there is a new update where you press the letter H on your keyboard and then you click Give To above a customer's head. Now I know what you're thinking. When can I start serving? I've been doing all this waitressing. Well, waiters are not allowed to. As a waiter, you must get trained in order to start working as a server. Again, as a waiter, your job is to do the things that I listed previously. Those things were, I'll list them: assist servers with refills and payments, negotiate on what to do with any disturbances, example, trollers. Now you are never allowed to ask any high rank royalty to promote you. No hinting. The only people who are allowed to do that are executive chefs, as they are the closest to the MR and HR ranks and are respected. Rightfully so. Now, an example of something you are not allowed to do is enter behind the front desk or work there. Head waitress, waiters, plus are the only ranks allowed to work behind the counter and serve customers. Now, another thing a waitress waiter is useful for is assisting HRs with trollers. An HR has the ability to request for a waitress waiter to come to their table to get involved with the server's troll. Assisting HRs often will get you noticed and make you way more likely to get promoted. As a waitress waiter, it is a sign of disrespect if you do not get involved and if you do not stand on the table next to the troller to assert dominance. Now, last but not least, the last thing that I finally need to tell you is that the VIP Game Pass gives you admin. Only admins are allowed in the VIP area. HRs are not allowed to buy the Game Pass, for that will result in their demotion. Thank you so much for listening. I am more than happy to help. If you have any questions, let me know, and I hope you have a wonderful journey at TS as a waiter. Bye!